for like the weird just like over them.
Oh yeah. My internet's fast as fuck.
Yeah, you're not supposed.
I throw a lot of fucking shit.
Oh yeah, now it's perfect. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is genius.
Yeah.
And sometimes like it might like so they might be delayed. So if you just pause and unpause the stream, then you won't be delayed.
God, I got it. You're like the viewing party expert, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not even trolling.
For a while now. That's fair. Thanks for my now. My work rate. One of the only few left.
In the backfield, down he goes. Lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there.
On the bottom right, it says toggle chat. Like that.
Second and 11.
Damn. You're the best, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, you bet.
Hey, what? Why'd you change your voice like that?
What is that?
Why'd your voice change a little bit? What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, he's back. He's back.
That dude. He might get back there. He's not good.
What?
Yeah, but I don't think he's good.
Come on, bro.
You think he's good or not?
My ornament, bro.
Oh, you're TSM.
Yeah.
They dropped everybody except like.
Anybody who didn't stream is basically actually like.
Yeah, that's basically the whole fucking roster of that shit.
Yeah, there's Commandment, Seth, Backwood,
Jesus.
yeah, Fernando, GG.
I mean, players aren't like, if you play some tournaments, it doesn't matter. Like, you need to be able to stream. That's the only way forwards going to benefit off you.
Yeah, that's true. Streaming is the best. That's why I kind of stopped playing Fortnite competitively.
And some space here.
Why? Content?
Not really like I like playing tournaments and stuff. Like, I like playing end games, but this map sucks, bro. No way.
Yeah, true. I'm low-key, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the game right now. I mean, I had no practice today. Well, I should have played it on.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yo, I might just become a full content creator and make like cool-ass videos, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bro. I'm down.
It might be flexed out. They've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Watson.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 89 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At their 48-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's got Burton here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. Mack gets hit, and the ball is free. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Noah Fant, 91 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
The 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense. What's the deal, y'all?
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now a carry for Mack, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense set to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, and now contact up front. And if this is what I think it is, this will be a first down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you can't hold your water
end up jumping, and now you give them a first down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this is complete. It's Allen. Touchdown, Packers. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up 3rd.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down. It's Hines, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down, and they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So we hit halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Santos set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
26
We
yards.
often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They run again with Hines, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Watson off play action. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game. Even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you've noted, which means they come.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Keenan Allen, 78 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good lead. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hines, the ball carrier.
He's going to run again. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. They'll fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and...
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first... And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 7 yards, the pick up there. Garoppolo hustled him back to the line now. That is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 30 seconds remaining. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Garoppolo again. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.